Today we're talking about IPOs coming out the week of August 24th, where we'll cover all the new companies going public as well as SPACs. I also have some exciting news to share with you about the channel. As always, if you're looking for all the opportunities for investing in newly available companies, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise and our weekly feature, IPO This Week, where we cover all the companies going public, the latest SPACs hitting the market, plus all the lockup and notable quiet period expirations each week. My name is Kevin, and I want to thank all of you for continuing to come back each and every week. The growth of the channel has been phenomenal, and I want to share with you that just this past week, we now have over 1,000 subscribers in the community. How awesome is that? I can't tell you how thankful I am for everyone that has watched my videos and decided to subscribe to the channel. It's actually pretty humbling. And to celebrate this milestone with you, who I hope will continue to stick around and always be my earliest subscribers of many more to come, I'm going to go with a suggestion I received in the comments and try to do something new and a little different. I'll let you know what it is at the end of the video. But without further ado, let's jump into this week's action. Always keeping in mind that some of this information with IPOs is fluid, as the dates and offering sizes often change. Unless someone beats me to it, I'll try to post any updates in the comments as I have them. And while we're mentioning some housekeeping items, just a quick reminder that while this video is meant to be informative, it should not be seen as a recommendation for you to take any action on the companies covered. You should always do your own research or consult with your own financial advisor when making any investment decision. So kicking off this week's IPOs, we have electric automaker Xpeng, ticker XPEV, a company that targets the mid to high-end segment in China's passenger vehicle market. The company began operating in 2015 and currently offers two electric vehicles, one an SUV named the G3 and the other a sports sedan named the P7. The company reportedly plans to release the third model sometime next year. According to the IHS market report, the G3 was among the top 3 best-selling electric SUVs in China in 2019. While the electric vehicle market in China is becoming crowded with a lot of competition, according to a 2019 market research report by TechSci Research, the Chinese market for electric vehicles of all types was valued at approximately $74 billion in 2018 and is expected to reach $330 billion by 2024, representing a forecasted compound annual growth rate of more than 28%. The reasons cited for the projected growth include a growing concern over environmental pollution and the increasing affordability of electric vehicles. From a financial perspective, the company is unprofitable with the gross margin over the last 12 months being minus 6%. And the company reported that revenue was badly impacted in the first half of the year due to the pandemic negatively impacting sales. Xpeng plans to raise $1 billion at an $8.8 billion market cap. The company looks to have its IPO on Wednesday, with pricing expected to be set within a range of $11 to $13. Trading is then expected to begin on Thursday. Next up is biotech PainReform, ticker PRFX, who plans to raise $23 million at an $82 million market cap. The company is based in Israel and focuses on reformulating existing therapeutics using its proprietary extended-release drug delivery system for post-operative pain reduction. Their strategy is to incorporate generic drugs with their extended-release drug delivery system in order to provide a significantly longer period of post-surgical pain relief without the need for repeated dose administration. The hope also is that it will reduce the potential need for the use of opiates, which you probably know can easily lead to opioid addiction. The company's lead candidate, PRF110, is based on a local anesthesia named ropivacaine and is an oil-based viscous clear solution that is deposited directly into the surgical wound bed prior to closure to provide localized and extended postoperative pain relief. PRF110 was found to provide substantial pain reduction for up to 72 hours in a small phase 2 trial involving 15 patients that had a hernia repair. For comparison, the generic ropivacaine generally only provides pain relief from 2 to 6 hours. The purpose of the IPO is to use the proceeds to complete 2 phase 3 clinical trials for PRF110. Needless to say, without a product on the market, the company has no revenue to speak of at this time. Looking forward to the market it hopes to enter, a research report by Verified Market Research noted that the global market for post-operative pain management was valued at $30 billion in 2018 and is estimated to reach $45 billion by 2026, a forecasted compound annual growth rate of 5.1%. I don't have a date yet for the IPO, but will update in the comments as soon as I hear something. The company expects pricing to be set within a range of $8 to $10 once the offering occurs. And then we have Harbor Custom Development, ticker HCDI, and if you've been watching the channel for a while, this isn't a new name. The company is a residential property developer in Washington State looking to go public and priced their offering between $6 to $8. We first talked about this company over a month ago, and I wasn't even going to mention them again, except that I got a date of the 25th of their IPO happening. So I'm sharing the information, but I'm not holding my breath. Let's now check up on this week's lockup expirations. And for anyone new to the channel that isn't sure why we cover these, I'll link a video on the IPO process in the comments. Like last week, we only have one lockup expiring this week. Passage Bio, ticker PASG, a genetic medicines company focusing on developing therapies for rare central nervous system diseases. We also have a notable quiet period ending, and that is for Li Auto, ticker LI, an automaker in China. I posted a thorough analysis of the company in a video at their IPO. I'll link it in the description if you haven't seen it. We'll have to see if any research reports or information from the company come out that might further boost the stock upwards. Some of the information in that video could be helpful when considering Xpeng. Now also for this week, we have two SPACs on the calendar. One is new and the other is a holdover from last week. The new SPAC on board is Burgundy Technology Acquisition, ticker BTAQU, who plans to raise $400 million. I don't have much details on this blank check company other than it is led by the former CEO of HP and a former chairman from Citi. They state that although they will not be limited to a particular industry or geographic region, they expect to focus their search on European, Israeli, and US technology companies, most likely with enterprise values between $750 million and $2 billion. They possibly could start trading on Tuesday. The second SPAC on the calendar is one we talked about last week, named Petra Acquisition, ticker PAICU, a company that plans to raise $125 million to acquire a business in the cannabis industry. We mentioned last week that we didn't have a date for when it would start trading, and we still don't, but it could happen this week. Also, as I mentioned last week, considering the subpar stock performance for companies like Aurora Cannabis and Canopy over the past couple of years, it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. I had a good discussion in the comments of last week's video with one of our top commenting subscribers about investing into the cannabis industry and why I'm not one that's high on it. No pun intended. Or was it? For me, it really has nothing to do with the potential demand of the market or regulations or laws, but everything to do with not having a product that you have an exclusive rights to, meaning anyone can grow it. So you as the investor have to figure out which company, out of many companies, can excel in their operations over everyone else. And that's tough in any industry. Just my thoughts on it. I'm open to hearing other viewpoints in the comments. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, let's talk about an idea for trying something new this week. I got a comment last week suggesting I do a live stream to celebrate hitting the 1,000 subscriber milestone, and I thought it was a great idea. Now keep in mind, I've never done a live stream or even participated in one, and I don't know how many of you are even interested in something like this, but I'm going to try to set this up for Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I ended up with that time as it's one of the top times YouTube says a lot of you are on the platform, so I hope it works out for you. If something changes with that or I have technical issues, I'll update everyone with a comment or notification. On the live stream, if I have any updates on this week's IPO activity, I'll share them with you, but otherwise I won't have any agenda to follow. It's just really what I think is a cool way to interact with all of you by thanking you for your support and by answering some questions in a more personal way. I don't know if it'll last 5 minutes or 30 minutes. It all depends on how many of you jump on, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited about it. And with that, please like the video if you enjoyed it and want to keep seeing more videos like this. And if you're new to the channel or just an occasional visitor, we'd love to have you join the community. After all, it's free. You just got to hit that red subscribe button. Hopefully I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thank you for watching, and until next time, have a great day.